In the village of Ikoyi, there lived a man named Ojo. He inherited a magical pot of life from his grandfather, a wise and revered elder. The pot was said to grant wisdom, long life, and vitality to whoever possessed it. Ojo was lucky to inherit the pot because out of all the grandchildren his grandfather had, he was the only one he saw fit to hand it over to. The old man, Chief Asugbon, was good with the natural African herbs, and the leaves talked to him one on one each time he came close to them. The plants of different species would tell him their functions, would tell him what he'll do with them to achieve success in the lives of those who needed to be helped. He could communicate with them, and he used the informations and instructions given to him to help humanity. He had lived a very long life because of the knowledge of herbs that he possessed and the pot of life with him. Despite the fact that he had many grandchildren, Ojo was exceptional because of the kindness and careful ways he treated the old man. He provided everything the old man needed. He washed his clothes and made sure the old man lacked nothing. His grandfather loved him so much that one day he called him and gave him the pot. He told him to guide it as much as he could because it was only to be in the custody of one person. He told him the different powers the pot possessed and insisted he guided it as much as he could. Never allow it to fall, the old man had warned. His bottom, my son, my grandson, his bottom must not hit the ground, otherwise, something else will happen. So keep it with great care, he had said to him. It was not up to 2 weeks he handed the pot over to him that the old man gave up. Ojo was sad because he loved his grandfather dearly and felt a vacuum when he was not there anymore. After the old man was gone, Ojo started wondering where he was going to keep the pot to avoid his inquisitive wife and children from going to it. He decided to be carrying the magic pot wherever he went. Each time he went to the farm, he would carry it. And even when he wanted to cut palm fruits down, he would climb up the tree with it. His son Ade always told him to let him help him to hold it when he wanted to do anything strenuous, but he would not agree. Ojo became very selfish with the pot, so much that he refused to share the pot with anyone, not even his own children. He believed that the pot's magic would make him the wisest and longest living person in the village. And so he continued to carry the magical pot of life with him wherever he went. One sunny day, while Ojo was wrestling with a fierce ram on his farm, his son Ade saw what was happening and quickly rushed to his father and pleaded with him to hand over the pot. "Father, give me the pot and I will use his magic to defeat this ram," Ade exclaimed. His father Ojo shook his head and refused, saying, "No, I'll handle this myself." Despite the insistence of Ade to help his father, the ram was fierce and the two of them were wrestling. It was a stubborn ram, and Ade tried to make sure that his father did not get injured, but the old man refused. His father refused to give him the pot. In the heat of the struggle between Ojo and the ram, the pot slipped from Ojo's hands and fell to the ground. It landed with its bottom on the ground, hitting it and shattering the pot into pieces. The ram, sensing freedom, ran away, took to his heels. But something unexpected happened. The magic pot began to spread its magic. The magic within the magic pot started to spread across the land, touching every living being in the village. As Ojo stood with his mouth wide agape, his heart turned heavily. As the villagers absorbed the magic, they began to experience profound transformation and changes. They became wiser, more compassionate, and lived longer. The village flourished, and people from neighboring villages came to seek their counsel daily. Ojo became very sad. He knew he had been selfish and not kept his promises to his grandfather. He, however, did not benefit at all from the magic pot. And he realized too late, too late, too late, that the pot's power was meant to be shared and not hoarded. His selfishness had cost him the very thing he sought to possess. From that day on, from that very day, Ojo humbled himself and shared his wisdom with the community. Though he did not possess the pot's magic anymore, he learned from the lessons that true wisdom comes from sharing, not from selfish desires. The villagers looked up to him as a reminder of the importance of generosity and community. The pot of life's magic continued to bless the village, and his people prospered. They lived in harmony with one another and with nature. Ojo's story became a legend, teaching future generations the value of sharing and the dangers of greed. That's the end of the story. Please don't forget to like the video and share it. Then subscribe so that anytime I release a new one, you'll be the first to get it. Thanks for listening and watching.